Everybody, this is very important in reference to court documents. See, when I was a little boy, I got injured, and my mother and father, we were at the Supreme Court because I had gotten injured by government. The government tried to murder my parents back in the 70s, and I was little back then, and I had injuries. And there's court records of the information of my identity, DNA, fingerprints, and other things. You know, and these government people that have been damaging my teeth, they've tried to call me a fake. When there's Supreme Court documents that have my fingerprints and DNA information on it and protection status on it too, in reference to the government violating my anatomy, the government trying to murder me, and the government trying to steal my parents' estates. They have the names of some of these people that had been prosecuted back in the 70s on record at the Supreme Court and the Treasury. And it's supposed to be public information. These satellite controllers are some of the people that trespassed on my mother and father's properties. And the satellite man is still burning me right here. That causes damage every time. If a satellite controller is burning somebody's mouth or burning somebody's teeth, and they say it doesn't cause damage, they're liars. It causes damage every time. So in reference to the government and the facts of human rights and beauty law protections and unique anatomy acknowledgments or particulars of rare genetics, these government people playing these games with satellites is treason. It's not a legal activity what these satellite controllers are doing. And every city and state is responsible to go to other cities and states to prosecute satellite controllers for their violations in America. Neighboring states of Indianapolis, Indiana have legal right to come over to Indianapolis, Indiana and arrest the satellite controllers for burning my teeth and burning my lip. You know that, right? Their activities is hate crimes. I'm not from Indianapolis, Indiana. The Treasury knows exactly where I was born at. So does my mother and father's companies. They know exactly where I was born at. So in reference to the satellite man and their hatred and their jealousy, whatever their psycho problem is with their thoughts, these are the people that kidnapped me from California, whoever these people are. And California has to come over to Indianapolis and arrest people in Indianapolis, Indiana that were involved in kidnapping me from California. The government agents. And my birth name and documentations of my name, I have a very long birth name because I have to carry the names of my grandparents and on both sides, and you know, family history of names too in reference to my real grandparents and my real mother and father. So it has to be documented in the media. The news networks are responsible to publicize my identity and information, and it has to be documented. It has to be put on the media. There has to be like Dateline stories of information, and you know, CNN and other news networks need to put my name and documentation of my family tree of who I am and who my parents are and what I'm the owner of. In reference to basic things, I own all my mother and father's companies and my third empire, which of course, you know, very important information. And no, I hadn't received any of the lawsuit monies in reference to the illegal detainment against the Indiana government for blocking me from my mother and father's mansions. No, I have not received any property keys. And the people that are stealing the postal mail, I don't even know who they are. I spoke to the post office carrier like on Friday. Today's September 17th, 2018. And I was like, you know, hey, you know, wondering about my postal mail and stuff like that. I've told him before, I've asked him before if he knew which people were stealing my postal mail. And he's like, he didn't know nothing, is what he said. And I made reports at the post office too, because I'm supposed to receive letters from celebrities and entertainers that are friends of mine. And my mother had a list of all the celebrities that was friendly, and they were supposed to get in contact with me through the postal mail. But if somebody's stealing the postal mail and people are rerouting phone calls or messing with phone calls, you know, I can't do much of that, anything about that right here. That's why I'm supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions. Nothing's ever for sale. I'm the owner of my mother and father's mansions and properties and companies forever. Never signed, never, never gave, never, never sold, never, not never. And that satellite man's been hitting me there, and they're swelling up my lip. So you got to find out which person is trying to impersonate my identity, and obviously that person doesn't have any front teeth or something, or that person has damaged teeth. And my dental records have been on record since I was born, and since I was a little boy. So when they did this damage to my teeth, they gotta find out which person is trying to steal my identity, and that person has to be arrested, and that person has to be prosecuted for their crimes. So in reference to the information, whoever the government man is, whoever their people are, their people have to be prosecuted. They have nothing to do with their people. And in reference to my mother and father's mansions, I need the keys. These people holding me here in Indianapolis, they're just allowing these satellite men to be burning on me. I've been to the police station. I told them before about the teeth damage. Even spoke to the sheriff's office in downtown. This is attempted murder, what these satellite controllers are doing. Everything they're doing is a crime. It's illegal surveillance. Then they tried to slander my character, calling me a mean person, trying to abuse me, trying to steal from me. These political perverts and their games of abuse and their activities of their people stalking me, their people violating my identity, their people violating my lips and my face. The satellite man stares at my face all the damn time. Like, what the hell could he be looking at? The people that are doing this is just total bullshit. They're burning across here, and they're still burning right there. They've skinned it up there across the gums. They're trying to make my teeth look like this or something. Like they've skinned across, like if the tips of the fingers was the end of the teeth, the tips of the teeth. Like they tried to do this. They tried, like, instead of my teeth being like this, they're trying to do this shit. Like they're burning across here. Like they're trying to play mustache riot or some shit. Those satellite controllers got to get prosecuted. It's attempted murder every single day. Them damaging my teeth causes a problem for my career. And in reference to the New England Journal, and of course, genetic history of facts, and the American Dentist Association has to arrest the satellite controllers. Everything those satellite controllers is doing, everything they're doing is attempted murder. And it's sexual assault, and it's cock blocking, and hate crimes, and 7 deadly sins, and fatal attraction. Those government people got to get prosecuted immediately. The longer it takes to prosecute them means government's dragging their feet on the subject. That means they're allowing abuses, and that is attempted murder.